Welcome to my classroom. I am Nesli. In this video, I shall try to explain the effect of changing the internal or external, intracellular or extracellular concentrations of an ion on the Nernst potential of that ion. Nernst potential is produced by the difference between the extracellular and intracellular concentrations of an ion. This concentration difference produces a chemical force that pushes the ion through the ion channels and moves it to the other side of the cell membrane. Nernst potential helps us to express this chemical force in units of millivolt. Actually, we can say that Nernst potential is actually the chemical force itself. So, let us try to change the Nernst potential of potassium. So I'm going to take potassium as an example to show the effects of concentrations on the Nernst potential. I have 5 cells here. The cell at the uppermost is a cell with normal intracellular and extracellular potassium concentrations represented by K, the size of the K that represents our potassium. We know that the Nernst potential of potassium is with a negativity inside the cell membrane. In this example, I shall take the normal Nernst potential as minus 80 millivolts. We know that the black arrow is representing the chemical force pushing potassium outward, and Nernst potential is representing this force by yellow in millivolts. So let us start by changing the potentials. According to your position, these 2 cells on the left will be used to change the intracellular concentration of potassium, and according to you, the cells on the right will be used to change the outer extracellular concentrations of potassium. Let us start with changing the intracellular concentrations. So, if we are going to change the intracellular concentrations, the extracellular concentrations are going to stay normal. So, let us take similar sized K letters and place them in the extracellular fluid. Now we are going to change the intracellular concentration. Let us first increase the intracellular concentration. It's represented by a bigger K. So, the difference between the intracellular and extracellular concentrations is going to increase. This is going to increase the chemical force, which I shall represent with a longer black arrow, and the Nernst potential, which is equal in power to this, is going to become larger. So, saying that the Nernst potential becomes larger is not that good. It's better to say that the Nernst potential becomes more negative. So in this example, compared to our normal cell, let's say it becomes minus 85 millivolts, a more negative Nernst potential. What happens if we decrease the intracellular concentration of potassium? Now I'm placing a smaller concentration here. Now we have a smaller difference between the internal and external concentrations, which is going to produce a smaller chemical force. And because the Nernst potential is actually equal to the force of this chemical effect, we are going to have a similar sized Nernst potential. We can say that both forces decrease, but in better words, we could say that the Nernst potential becomes less negative. Inside the cell is always negative. It is becoming less negative. Let's say it becomes minus 75 millivolts. So, let us move on to the extracellular concentrations. With the extracellular concentrations that are going to change, intracellular concentrations will stay the same. So, I shall take similar sized K letters representing potassium and place them intracellularly. Now I'm going to change the extracellular concentrations. What is going to happen if I increase the size of the extracellular concentration? if the size of the extracellular concentration increases, the difference between intracellular and extracellular concentration is going to decrease. This is going to give us a smaller chemical force and hence a smaller Nernst potential. It is better to express it by saying that the Nernst potential becomes less negative. So here we can give an example as minus 75 millivolt. The last example is in which we are going to decrease the extracellular concentration. If the extracellular concentration decreases, the concentration difference, and therefore the chemical force is going to get bigger. The Nernst potential that is equal in size to this is also going to get bigger. But because Nernst potential is an electrical property, we better say that Nernst potential becomes more negative, something like minus 85 millivolts. So we can see here that the difference between the concentrations can increase by a higher intracellular or a lower extracellular concentration. In both of these cases, Nernst potential becomes more negative. On the other hand, the concentration difference can decrease when you decrease the intracellular concentration or increase the extracellular concentration. Then, in that case, Nernst potential becomes less negative. So in this video, using the example of potassium, I tried to explain how we can change the Nernst potential by playing with the intracellular or extracellular concentrations of an ion. I hope it has been useful. Thank you for watching.